I am Admiral Trejo, but you knew that. I'm reaching out to you now because I don't want to be misunderstood. We're not enemies. Not you and me.
You can't talk about Masseffect without talking about red, blue, and green. And you can't talk about red, blue, and green without talking about Shepard. And if you're gonna talk about Shepard, you gotta talk about everything and everyone that surrounded Shepard. And there's someone that surrounds Shepard who I believe has the most interesting or complicated backstory in the game. And that someone is Williams. And if you're gonna talk about Shanxi Williams, you gotta talk about General Williams and the events surrounding Shanxi and the First Contact War. The events that cemented humanity's legacy in the galaxy and a family line that would forever become tainted. Let's talk surrender, let's talk legacy, and let's talk Mass Effect. If you end up enjoying the video, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if you like overall what's going on with the channel. But more importantly for me, share your opinions and drop a comment below. After the discovery of the Prothean observation post on Mars, the information captured there soon led to Pluto and the Turian mass relay, a mass transit device that enables intergalactic travel. What happens next is simple. Humanity does what they do best. Humanity rapidly expands via the mass relay network. Why? Because of curiosity and the desire to grow their territory. Of course, it's always about territory. However, in 2157, their actions caught the notice of the race known as the Turians, who found human explorers reactivating the inactive mass relay known as Relay 314. This was forbidden under the Citadel regulations after the Rachni Wars. So the Turians felt they had the right to enact punishment. They had the right to destroy the human vessel along with its inhabitants. And they did. So the First Contact War begins. General Williams soon becomes the spearhead of this war. He becomes the face of humanity. He's to show the Turians and the galaxy exactly what humanity is capable of. So General Williams devises strategic plans with the help of Jack Harper, the elusive man. They gain some notable victories here and there, but with humanity's resources stretched thin, the Turians take advantage. Skirmish after skirmish results in losses on the human side, and eventually, the Turians break through to Shanxi. But Shanxi is also extremely important because the war takes a drastic turn on Williams' mental state. You see, Williams isn't just fighting for the life of everyone on Shanxi, he's fighting for the narrative. What stories will be told post Shanxi is crucial. But you see, with the Turians in a superior position, the siege of Shanxi begins. They engage in orbital bombardment, dropping asteroids on soldiers and citizens indiscriminately, killing everyone. To the Turians, it's simple. Why sacrifice more soldiers like Garrus to spare these Krogan-like race called the humans? They started this. They don't get to write the rules of the game. They don't get to decide how we finish it. So the death toll continues to rise. And so does the expectation and stress on Williams. He's responsible for these people. He's responsible for ensuring victory. He's responsible for the narration. What stories will be told post Shanxi is crucial. So General Williams sits there, thinks. He considers his options. And then a message from a Turian head of command comes through. He plays it.
I am Admiral Trejo, but you knew that. I'm reaching out to you now because I don't want to be misunderstood. We're not enemies. Not you and me. When people like you and I enter into a new phase of history, there's a time when you have to expect violence, even though you don't celebrate it. I have tried to reach Secretary General Lee, but he isn't returning my messages yet. You're here, and you are at least equal in dignity to anyone on the inner planets. You can end this. I understand that you had to fight. You had to try to destroy me. I don't blame you for this. But I am permitted at this point to accept your surrender. If you are not yet willing to accept defeat, then I would ask you, out of what I hope is mutual respect, to tell me one thing. What is the number of dead that you need in order to show history that your choice to end this was wisdom? That carrying on the fight would not have been bravery, but foolishness. 100 more, 1,000 more, 1,000,000, 1,000,000,000. Only say how many more corpses will make this possible for you, and I will provide them. Tell me the number. I await your reply.
General Williams surrenders. Shortly thereafter, Shanxi was liberated by the Alliance Second Fleet. The Citadel Council intervened and brokered a truce between humanity and the Turians. For his actions during the war, General Williams went down in history as the only human commander to surrender to an alien force, and he fell into disgrace. While no official charges were brought up against him, Williams was stripped of his rank and placed on administrative leave. He eventually retired from the military a year later. Unfortunately, General Williams' disgrace also stained the name of his family. His son also enlisted in the Alliance Navy, but because of his father's reputation, he never rose above the rank of serviceman 3rd class. Williams' granddaughter, Ashley Williams, was kept from obtaining a posting in the Alliance fleet. Instead, she was relegated to ground force garrison on human colonies. It was Anderson and Commander Shepard's intervention that ultimately enabled Ashley Williams to obtain her current rank. So what's the story? I'm not telling you General Williams was right to surrender or not, but I am going to ask you a question. If you're in General Williams' shoes, or better yet, if you could rewrite history, how would you write General Williams' story? Is he the hero? Is he the man who saved thousands of lives? Or is he a traitor? You tell me.